Welcome back, guys, as I post another short, concise update on the latest events in Israel, Gaza, and the surrounding regions. And starting off with the map, as the Israeli Defense Forces, or IDF, has continued its extensive military operations in Gaza, focusing on strikes against Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad operatives. For instance, in and around Gaza City, the IDF has launched significant airstrikes targeting Hamas infrastructure, including two key military sites. One major target was Ra'ad Saad, a senior Hamas official responsible for operations. Additionally, in the Shijaya neighborhood, IDF forces engaged in close-quarters combat, eliminating numerous Hamas fighters and destroying 8 underground tunnels, which they continue to focus their operations on, limiting Hamas counterattack opportunities. Israeli troops have also been active at the UNRWA headquarters in Gaza City, targeting underground routes and other terror infrastructure. Then, in Khan Yunis, the Israeli Air Force has destroyed several key Hamas installations, such as a ready-to-use rocket launcher and the Khan Yunis municipality building used for military activities. These operations aim to reduce Hamas's ability to launch attacks against Israeli targets, including strikes on weapons storage facilities and command centers. In one incident, IDF ground troops eliminated Hamas personnel preparing to ambush forces, with subsequent secondary explosions indicating additional weaponry of the Hamas forces destroyed in the process. The past week in Rafah has seen intense conflict, with the IDF conducting large-scale operations targeting Hamas infrastructure, including tunnel shafts and weapons caches. These operations have uncovered significant underground networks used by Hamas for smuggling and various other military purposes. Over the past week in this region, the IDF has eliminated over 30 Hamas fighters through airstrikes and ground operations. This is part of a broader effort that has resulted in the elimination of more than 1,000 Hamas fighters in Rafah since the start of the operation in the first week of May. Also, the IDF has demolished numerous buildings in eastern Rafah, including along the newly constructed David's Route, as part of a plan to create a buffer zone. Most recently, violent clashes occurred in the Shabura camp in central Rafah. The IDF has not yet confirmed whether it eliminated Hamas's top military commander Mohammed Deif after a recent airstrike targeting Deif and the Hamas brigade commander Raif Salamah, though the IDF confirmed the strike did eliminate Salamah. Hamas officials maintain that Deif is alive but have not provided evidence to that end. This type of evidence should be easy enough to produce, suggesting that he was either eliminated or wounded as a result of the targeting operations against him. As for the IDF clearing operations up to the sea from Rafah, they are ongoing, with only marginal gains made in the past week. Noting that the IDF's stated goal in most recent times is to completely dismantle Hamas's military presence in Rafah within a month, with the implications of such an event being that this will further strategically position the IDF to collapse the most southern Hamas positions within the Strip. Then much further up on the map, border clashes still exist on the Lebanese border between Hezbollah and the IDF, with recent examples of anti-tank weapons fired from Lebanon in their attempts to target IDF heavy armor just south of the border. Of interesting note, Hezbollah-affiliated militia has announced its readiness to defend against any major Israeli military offensive into Lebanon, which is certainly defensive in nature for a comment of that magnitude. Then on the news or politics side of the events, recent ceasefire talks in Cairo ended without a breakthrough due to several key issues. Hamas insisted on demands such as a complete Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, the release of Palestinian prisoners, and the return of displaced people, which Israel rejected. Additionally, Hamas was not willing to release all hostages, further complicating negotiations. U.S., Egyptian, and Qatari mediators had hoped to reach an agreement earlier than now, but significant differences remain between the conflicting parties involved. So that's a quick wrap for the week, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys around in the next one.